this right here, you bunch of prima donna ballerina mother.
Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are talking with Troy West from allplayswin.com about Super Bowl futures odds. Right now it's July 17th, and Troy West, if you're a regular viewer, you know that he's given us winning, profitable advice in football for many years now. And last year he picked 57 NFL games plus 4 free in videos. Hit at 57% against the spread, which of course is an awesome record. Troy says he can do even better this year. Troy, thanks for being back with us.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Pete. 57%, you got to remember a lot of these games are games that may be the marquee games, not necessarily games that we would even gamble on. A lot of times I just like to give free advice on some of the games that you guys want handicapped and whatnot. So I encourage people to come take a look at our site, Pete. Over 63% last year in the NFL and college football combined. I think we're going to just continue to improve that percent little by little as more and more years go by, more and more wisdom comes on to allplayswin.com. I truly believe we're the best site out there with the best customer service.
Now we're just going to discuss win totals, the odds that we have at Pinnacle right now as of July 17th. We have win totals for all 32 teams, and I know you've circled a few that you think might have some value one way or the other. Let's see what you got, Troy.
So far right now, the biggest one I have circled is the Detroit Lions. I've got them at 8.5 wins. I think they're going to go over that total this year, Pete. This is a team, a veteran team. They finally got a good coach in there. I think that was what was holding them back in the years past. Jim Caldwell in there now. They had a Golden Tate to that offense. It was already a good offense. Megatron on one side, Golden Tate on the other side. Matthew Stafford's been kind of holding them back. I expect him to have a much better year, Pete. I think this team's going to get 9 wins. That offense is too good not to get 9 wins. Last year, I think they could have been close had they not done things a little bit differently. The Detroit Lions, circle them. They will get at least 9 wins this year. I think they're at 9-7, 10-6, but I don't see them at the 8-win mark.
All right, right now 8.5 plus 101 at Pinnacle. Yeah, I have been reading that they're a little bit pissed, that team, and that in the offseason they're making Matt Stafford do a lot of exercises, practicing throwing from all angles, and it's kind of like put up or shut up time for Stafford and the rest of the team based on what I'm reading. So yeah, that could have some value there. And also looking over these odds, I'm assuming we're in agreement that Seattle, at least on paper, is looking at least as good as they were last year, if not better. Their win total is right now 11. The over at 11 is just minus 144. Is there any way they don't win at least 11 games this year?
That's one of the teams I had circled, Pete. I think that's a great bet. I would just be shocked with the way that this home field advantage has turned out over the course. Last year the Seahawks had a really tough schedule, extremely tough schedule. They went at Indianapolis. They went at the Houston Texans. They had some tough ball games on that schedule. They won all of them at home, had a great road schedule too. This team now, a lot of their tough games are at home. Green Bay's at home. The Denver Broncos are at home. I think this is a team I would be shocked to not see go 12-4. I'm going to go over that 11-win total with the Seattle Seahawks.
All right, and then just scanning these odds here, one thing that you mentioned was that the Carolina Panthers might be a team that might surprise a little bit this year. Cam Newton always, it would never be a surprise if he has an explosive, Superman season, and they've retooled a little bit in other areas. Their line over 8.5 wins is plus 141. So you've got a big underdog line there that the Panthers can go 9 or 7 or better. You think that's a line with some value?
I do. That's another team I had circled.
Oh, okay.
I'm just shocked to see it just at 8.5. I think that is a 10-6 type team, 9-7 at worst. Definitely have Carolina circled. I know they have a tough schedule, tough division, but Carolina, I think, will be back in that hunt. Cam Newton, one of the better quarterbacks right now in the NFL. We know their defense is great. I'm going to stick with the Carolina Panthers, no doubt.
And then I'm just scanning over these teams here. I'm seeing the Chicago Bears. The Bears, Cutler at quarterback again. He's always a question mark. And then all around the field, in other areas, they have a lot of question marks as well. Their over-under is 8.5 wins. You can have the under at plus 117. You think it might be worth a shot to bet on the Bears to go 8-8 or worse?
Didn't have that one circled, Pete. I think this is a Bears team that has potential. They got a good receiving core. If Cutler is healthy, we know he can do some things. I'm staying away from the Bears right now, not a team that I had circled.
All right, Troy West, what other teams do you have circled? Are there any others?
I hate to do this, Pete. It's a little bit biased, but I truly believe that this bet is a push, and that's the Dallas Cowboys. I see them right now at 8 wins. If Tony Romo comes back healthy, which I believe he will, this is a team that has retooled their offensive line. This offensive line is going to be one of the better ones in football. We know DeMarco Murray's back. We know Des Bryant's prone for a big contract year. It's a good receiving core. I know they have holes at defense. I'm very aware of that, but this is a division where the Redskins aren't great, the Giants aren't great, the Eagles will be okay. And Dallas has a pretty favorable schedule. Other than that, I would be shocked to see this team not get 9 wins this year. I think it's a 9-7 team. I think at worst case they go 8-8 again if they get the injury bug. But I think in worst case you push. But I think that's a winning bet.
All right, yeah. The over 8 at Pinnacle right now is plus 136. So why then is the market so down on Dallas then?
I think it's the big question mark of Tony Romo. Will he come back and play 16 games for him? If he doesn't, we know that bet's toast. So I'm not suggesting a high wager, but with Brandon Whedon being the backup, that's obviously scary for a lot of gamblers. If Romo comes back and anything tweaks, their season's tanked. But if he stays healthy, I think it's a team that's going to be very productive. They're going to be in every ball game this year. A lot of veterans. Another year for Jason Garrett. I would expect this team to get 9 to 10 wins.
Well, Troy, we could discuss all 32 teams here, and I'm sure that we would get some awesome, profitable advice and great insights from you. But those are the 4 teams that you wanted to discuss. Thanks so much for your thoughts, and to our viewers, catch our videos all year long to get Troy's insights on all these teams and all the games that he previews with us. Thanks so much, Troy.